Bonsoir, bonsoir Claude, bonsoir Perplex. Good evening, I'm one of us. Jose, Billy, Ed, Thorsten, John, Frank, Steven, Crow, from Croydon, Anes. Hello Mr. Zosh, Bigler Dirk. Hello Jason, Driver Dirk, Jason. So we start with a tune to zone out of Halloween, I guess. All right. Oh yes, Anes. Did you know it or did you Shazam it? Yeah, I did indeed. Good memory. It's a novel record that no one knows really who is behind this. It's all EP. Hello, Magic Berber, Sean, Rich. Hello, Steve. Yes, very 80s, but I think it was released in 2010 or so. not much information, apart from the fact there's a remix by Spaventi d'Azzurro, but beyond that, I don't know. It's a sort of a little secret weapon, so I'm kind of continuing a little bit on the thread of last Saturday stream. Since we did the weekly Friday stream, and then the next day I did a little fundraiser stream for next week, the Den Bosch trip, which will take me away from you guys for a week. Maybe I'll do something. But yeah, so on last Saturday, for those who don't know, I did the DJ mix, which I don't do that often, and well, it went quite well, and I right now have to thank Gidget for leaving a tip tonight, the first one of tonight. But last week we had Cliff, Jean-Philippe, Manuel, Hannes, Frank, Ruffing, Marius, Torsten, Steve P, I'm the Dead, Revenge, Dom, Alex, Ryan Smith, Macafat, Sean, Noisy Beast, and quite a bunch of you as well. Magnus, Brian Weeks, Mark Adamek, Björn, Litvensson, Marcos, Steven, Pulizzano, Benjamin Cassalter, Dishmar, Chuck T is here. Wow, that was a lot, and that was very, very, very nice. Loyalty screaming on a blood-stained bed. Yeah, it's a great cover, Mr. Zosh. Cheers. Hello, Stefan. Salut, Toc. So here's, I'm playing a record that also very 80s. Badge of courage, melting in the heat. In the place where death and duty meet. The record I'm playing right now, you know these places, these second-hand shops where you don't need to go because it's always picked up, always. Too much traffic. It's Boulimier in Paris. So after I moved to Sweden, it was the first time I was back in Paris, I think. And I thought, okay, I'll go and waste some time in that shop, where I very rarely find anything. And here it was, the original pressing of Second Layer on Virgin. Not the best condition of the cover, but the record is just fine. Great post-punk. Was reissued on Dark Entries, if I remember correctly. Hello, Herkemer. Yeah, me neither. And actually, I've listened to the Cure album today, and I went in quite open-minded. And how did I sum it up, how it sounded for me? Yeah, it sounded like a sort of mixture of U2 and bad Nine Inch Nails. I thought it was horrible. I thought it was like a complete waste of a legacy. but I'm sure I'm wrong. Huh? No, Herkeme, unfortunately, not yet. Do you have a solution? Yeah, I have a big stack of records waiting for me in Miami, and yeah. And let's hope Trump doesn't get in, so I can maybe get back to the U.S. Yeah, you guys agree on my take of the Cure album? Man, that was really, 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 really bad, I thought. And even the stuff I don't like by The Cure, I can respect sometimes. Like, I understand, but this, wow. People were saying that it was like back to the dark days, like dark music, not the poppy stuff. Sure, but it's like totally overproduced, stadium-like. Yeah, it was a little bit almost like Muse at times. Yeah. Hello, Pumping Vinyl. Oh well. I think we would agree on that, John. Hello, LR 24/7. I'm good. The week went fast. Still preparing for the record fair next week. This upcoming week, it will be pretty epic. So yeah, I guess I'm already like running on the excitement of it. Aha, okay, Rich. Yeah, for anyone in London, tomorrow, the Groovy Record Fair, which should be more interesting than usual, and it is already interesting record fair, because the sound engineer of Stereolab, who passed away last summer, like this past summer, his record collection that is fairly fantastic is up for sale there. So, Stefan, I understand why someone could go maybe with blind faith in it. What are we listening to, huh? A little record from a few years back, 2016. Rainer von Hout. His first solo album, I believe. A mixture of like electronic sounds, piano, field recordings. I mean, he, as the hype sticker says here, he's a trained classical pianist who did the premieres of works by Robert Ashley and Charlemagne Palestine, and works with John Cage and Luke Ferrari. So that's quite some credential. And he's currently playing with Current 93, Nick Cave, John Zorn, Anthony from Anthony and the Johnsons. So, or at least he did back then in 2016. No one really cared about that record. It's actually pretty good. I got it for less than $10. So, and I got this thanks to our friend Christopher Post, whose channel now has changed to Never Sleep, and I encourage you guys to go and check it out. He'll do some mixes there, thematically, yeah, well, pretty good. Hello, Robin, Johnny C. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, that's exciting to me. Yeah, really cool record. That like nothing spectacular happens in it at first, They really sets the mood. The album from 20 years ago of The Cure, bad? Probably, I trust you on that. Yeah. Salut compare. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Hello, Record Hound. Well, let's see if you can do both at the same time, but obviously, apparently you can't, huh? I've heard it. Oh, did you go to the shop in Gothenburg, LR? Thank you. Hey, Niels. That's not. The avatar is. Hey, Matthias, also. The avatar is a very famous performer from, the thumbnail. Very interesting performer from Australia, I guess, like transformist, and he was painted by Lucian Freud, and for quite some time it was the highest grossing painting ever sold by a living painter. Hello, Andrew. Hello, Marcella. Ah, good one. Hope you like it as well, and maybe you get one too. Maybe the guy told you stories even. Hello, Philippe. There you go, Mr. Blazer. Yeah, go check that link if you into cool themed mixes. A little bit background could be played in the background, but also deconstructed. Ah well. Oh yeah. Okay, got it. Hello, nice. Yeah, it's a great shop in Gothenburg. Hello, X-Prince Protégé. So that was, as I was saying, that was the first and best album by Rainer van Hout. Now we're getting into something different. Some Robert Hood, huh? Oh, funnily, I was talking about him today. Maybe we'll have some music adjacent to Robert Hood tonight. Maybe even Robert Hood. Who knows if how inclined I feel. Hello, gang. Yeah. Hello, Marius. And thank you, Russell and Rich, for leaving tips in the coffee jar. Merci beaucoup. Yeah. Oh, and John Levinson. Thank you, John. Merci. Yeah. Obviously, everything coming in now is gonna go directly into the Den Bosch archaeologic project, bringing back records from all around the world to next show, and hopefully a little more. Indeed, Tuck. I'm actually going to the fair with Steve Davis, who I don't know if he's going to say hey tonight, but Michael will be there as well, of course, as will Thomas Busk, Romuald, my friend Romuald, a French vinyl addict. Magic Berber will be there as well, and Marcella hopefully will be there, and a bunch of others. It should be fun. Hello, Jack and Roll. The first album by Weda Etfi, indeed. I think this is complete bullshit, Stefan. YouTubers talking about the decline of vinyl sales and times for vinyl culture. Yeah, they just, okay, drama makes people talk, makes people watch maybe, but the reality is, we'll see, but I think this will be the biggest Den Bosch Utrecht fair ever. I think so, in terms of amount of people going there. Thank you. Yeah, I probably will, Rich, yeah. Maybe we do one with Steve. No, Johnny, no real theme, but we'll go through world music, electronic music, crowd rock, experimental music, techno, pop, folk, country, ambient, and maybe jazz. We'll see. I'll try. It's difficult, huh? Oh, Mr. Zosh, oh, come and see me then. Come and say hi. Let's hang. Ah. Well. Hello, Gibbons. Hello, Australia. I certainly do. Yeah. But what do you mean exactly? Afro-Brazilian or Afro records and Brazilian ones? Hello, Never Modern. Christopher, we talked about your channel already a little bit before, but this is the guy you should go check out his channel. So yes, as Tuck was saying, this is the double album of Weda Etfi, Fleuve de l'âme, Rivers of the Soul, Floods, which weirdly came out on Fantasy Records, the label of Errol Alkan, a great DJ, I must say. A little bit all over the place, but I like that. All right, Philippe, I'm not sure though. Like, I'm more into Brazilian music and African music, even if African music is pretty broad of a way to talk about it. That's a good rule, huh? It's just that it doesn't work all the time. Well, which Friday? Fridays in general or next one? Because next one will be a little bit different, unfortunately. Thank you, Robin, for leaving a tip as well. Merci. Robin, en fait. Okay. So yeah, so this record is a mixture of different things: electronic music, Middle East music, Turkish music. And yeah, it's pretty fantastic. She has another album that is not as good in my opinion, and an EP that is pretty good, worth getting as well. But this is just somptueux. Marcella knows. I think so, Stefan. A lot of us, yeah. Thank you. I'm not sure about that one, to be honest. Now here's some krautrock. Or is it a record from my youth? We'll see. I didn't plan it tonight, Philippe, but you never know. It is here somewhere. Yeah, it's a cool sleeve, that record. All right. Yeah, so I see you there too, Torsten. Cool. The record I'm playing now is a record I loved so much when I was a teenager. And I don't know if it was very influential to me. I don't know if you have that sometimes when you grow out of a record. And I did with this one. And I kept being bummed about it. And I was trying to find my way back into it, and I couldn't. Until recently. I guess the fact that I was so focusing on the Mille Plateau label kind of helped me steer in that direction as well. And recent conversations, because the percussions played on that record is what most people will connect with in terms of credits. Yeah, I've heard it, LR. Yeah, we'll be there, LR. I will be there from Thursday till Sunday. Yeah, it's in the mail here. We're going to talk more about that soon, hopefully. Hello DJ Mr. Joel. Salut Marcos. Hello to World's Good. Not Cluster. Hello Daniel. Yes, Bunk. This is the first Pleuramon record, Marcus Schmickler. Pickup Canyon. Released on Mille Plateau. I don't remember exactly when, but that was probably around 1996, I would say. Markus Schmickler is mostly like a composer of experimental and electronic music. On this, as you can hear, you have this slow, dubby, motoric guitar and some percussions that will actually increase. This was recorded in Köln, Cologne. This is where they're from. And you have Jackie Liebertzeit on this record from Cannes. Hello, Hawk Lord. Yeah. So yeah, Plus Ramon. He has a second album that I didn't like at all, and a remix album of the second one that is much better, that I have somewhere here. So yeah, this was really at the height of post-rock as well. So that was kind of a different take on post-rock from Germany by way of krautrock. Hello Lisa, nice to see you. Hello Xelvia. So yeah, a record that back then I remember people talked about that record. It was really, maybe not necessarily a game changer, but it really kind of stirred the direction of music for a lot of people. Yeah, exactly. Kosmischer krautrock by way of Mille Plateau. It's a pretty long album, by the way. A double LP. Hello, Anora's Revenge. And it's super cheap. Considering the quality, they can't have made that many vinyl copies of that back then. You can get this easily for under 20 bucks. Maybe even less than 15, which I did. Because I bought this as a CD back then. And here you go. Salut Romuald. Hello Raph. All right, nice. Slowly in. Yeah. Well, budget will be key. Yeah, it's in the mail. As I was saying, we're going to talk about that in 2 weeks when I get back from Den Bosch. Pickup Canyon, Pluramon. The cover was done by Jan Sandwerner from Mouse on Mars, by the way. Oh yeah, Claude is coming as well, of course. See? Told you. That would be sad, Marius, huh? Yeah, people think that, some people, especially in the US, seems to think that Den Bosch records are very expensive, but it's quite the opposite, actually. So of course, some will be, but... John, even that is optimistic. I know I'm the dead. Okay, nice. Wish I could get some as well. It's a bit chilly tonight. Windy outside. Very beautiful sky though. Bright stars. Yeah, really happy to get this on vinyl after almost 30 years having the CD. It's the right time. Oh, it's quite more than that, Marius. Now that's something, isn't it? Yes, Stefan, of course. That's, I would say, that is probably 60+% of my want list. So if you follow the stream, you know my keen interest in Hungarian folklore music, especially the sort of reformist from the mid-70s. This is a little early, but this is on Okora. Popular Hungarian music. This is from 1965. The recording. It's pretty wild, huh? These are songs for New Year's wishes. So during wine season, you know, when you take the grapes and make the wine, the young men who are picking up the grapes, they would go door to door as a procession and making this music with bells, flutes, hand drums, and the singing. And it's pretty harrowing. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And I don't even think this is one of the better Okora, but still. Yeah, I got this week in a shop in Stockholm for like $6, so. Monsieur Hahahiho. Oh, okay. Well, there'll be more Hungarian music tonight, actually. But yeah, it is musique populaire hongroise on Okora, Disc Okora, the French label of ethnomusicology. There's only one pressing of that one, if I understood that correctly. But it's a super cheap record. I played my favorite song on it though. Some of it is more like traditional, but there's a bunch of cool stuff on it. What are you talking, Christopher? We need to get you there as well. What do you mean? Do you mean I should give you these now? I learned my lesson, Sylvia. Hello, GCs. Yeah, John. Prepare for that. See, someone knows. Lucien Freud. No, hope no one tries to take me down for that thumbnail. I think you did well, Marcella. Cheap, good record. Salut Jean-Philippe. Oh, nice. Jean-Philippe from New York. Thank you for like great, generous tipping to the stream. Merci beaucoup. Yeah, this is a fun little ambient record. This is a band called Unexplained Transmissions. It's basically a duo by one guy who I didn't know and one of the guys from Fuchsia. Great, like post-rock, ambient, kosmische American band from the 90s. And I had a CD of that, and I lost it. And I was reminded of this by Dom, Seeking a Fred. And thankfully, you could still find this for super, super cheap. Not many copies though, because they only did 300 copies, and it's pretty good. Not like the best record ever, but like very nice little record. She is, huh? But it's a man, Jeffrey. Sorry. Jeffrey just pulled Richard Van Dolen on us, huh? Hello, Billy Bob. Okay, I'll try to play something for Billy Bob tonight. Let's see. Maybe next record, yeah. It's a record. I had never seen any records look like that. At first, when I took it out of the sleeve, I was like, oh, that doesn't look good. Can you see? It's a pretty good idea considering the music, I will say. Oh, and by the way, you guys tell me, I think the sound is much better tonight than it was the past weekend. The stream, unfortunately, had some technical issues with cables during my mix on Saturday, but it should be much better tonight. Yeah, feeling pretty nocturnal so far tonight, huh? Hello, Nathaniel. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it should be. And it should be better soon as well. Yeah. Probably like dollar cheap, huh, Andrew? So yes, Unexplained Transmissions. They have an EP as well that is decent, and another CD, but I think this is their best offering. Plus minus. 1998. Now, the record I'm going to play is from 2022 or 3, but just got reissued because it was fetching stupid money. And the artist released a new album this year that is a strong contender for best album of 2024 as far as I'm concerned. Top 3 for sure. Okay. You know what?
This was told by a gifted hand.
Give me an idea. Oh well. I think she's Irish. I see what... There is a sort of like ancient gravitas.
Wearing a band of silk around the neck, she went to the flowers creek and sat with opaque eyes to bathe them in milk. She wandered through the gardens with eyes closed, cleansed for the first time under the new moon.
Yeah. Daisy Rickman, Donzia, and L'Oreal. Sparkle Starlight Vinyl. Actually, it's pretty cool. It works on this one. It's a bit unsettling at first. You just think your record is super dusty, and then you realize what it is, and then, oh, okay. You haven't, Steven. Okay, well, you're in luck. I'll play another song from this because I can. To show you a little bit of the scope of this. Cornwall? Okay, great. Or not great. She's not in the European Union then. I hoped she was, because I hope to book her to the festival next year. No, I don't think it's me. Sorry, Marius. Well, no, not sorry. Actually, it's good that you find that stuff not just from me. So, this is her first solo album. She was part of a few projects where she plays all the instruments. So this was released in 2020 or recorded. I think the album from this year is superior, different though. So, and I like this as well, but the new one is, yeah, pretty good. I'll know after, Rich. Why focus on hopes that might amount to nothing? I could say so, though. I have a few hopes. A German record from 1969. An American record from 1970 something. A bunch of French records. A bunch of German libraries. Yeah, if you find a copy of this and if you like it, don't sleep on it. Well, there you go. Yeah, it was literally released a month ago. 500 copies, I think it sold out. And it's probably not exactly the music that Billy Bob, who was there earlier, is into, but I thought he might like that very much anyways. I did give a lot though, huh? By popular telepathy, one of the top 5 best electronic tracks of the 2000s in my opinion. I'm starting the track at halfway because isn't that cool? Seriously. The vinyl sounds great, so well, I think some will figure it out. Yeah, I know the sound carriers. I like it. Yeah, let me give you a little, just the tip hint. I want the original of that. Hello, Chance. And Jason Spins. Yeah, this is a record I need to replace. What is this, huh? Wow. Sorry about that. I forgot how bad my copy was. That's probably one of my worst records in terms of condition. I remember when I bought it, I was almost like, do I need this? And then it revealed itself with that track. Ooh. Bass. This is live bass, by the way. Great Martina. Hello, Asmi. Yes. This is Ultra Visitor's extended version that was just released, features this EP as a bonus tracks. This is Tundra 4. Well, he won't. Yeah, this is the best of his, I think. Hello, Lee. Nice job. And yes, this is the Jaco Pastorius of electronic music. Hello, Mark. Yeah, it's just a tiny little scratch, unfortunately. So bad. No, neither that one and not the... Oh, actually, I mean, if I was getting married, I could choose, right? But this DJ Mr. Joa, this was from 2004, though. Oh, and we just hit the 1 hour. This is when I remind you guys, leave a thumb to the video, down, up. Sometimes we'll figure out what it means. It just feels nice, apparently, and if we get like 100 of these, a baby dies in Krypton. And you can also leave a comment to the video if you're watching this whenever. Even you guys who are here right now, let me know what you thought, what you think I should listen to, if you have anything to share, basically. And if you really want to support the stream, the channel, tip your DJ of the night, support the next expedition to gather more food and weapons for the upcoming streams. You can always use the link in the description of the video to tip your DJ of the night. Hello, Tom. Nice to see you. Well, this is a great record that is an echo to a record I played last week of Irene Aebi, Steve Lacy, and Michael Weisswitz. Here they are, Steve and Michel, but this is the saxophone special on the American Eminem label. It's a sort of British invasion. Derek Bailey on guitar, and Steve, Trevor, Evan Parker. Of course, Steve on soprano, but you got alto, baritone, tenor, and soprano on some tracks. 1975, stunning record. I'm not sure it's expensive, William, though. It's cool, though. Yeah, absolutely. It's sometimes these jazz records focused on an instrument can be a little bit too much. Like, it's nice experiment. In this case, this is like mesmerizing, I think. Yeah. Yeah, and the crazy guitar playing of Derek Bailey. No, 15 only, Christopher, unfortunately. But yeah, good timing for that. Yeah, Vice is amazing. He has one solo album that is, Crackle, amazing album. I think I might have 2 copies of that. Yeah. Ooh. Sometimes Lisa will tell her stories, huh? Yeah, no. Unfortunately, I agree with you, though. Yeah, it's a sort of almost like a Nurse's Wound record from the tongue. And you can hear it here. He doesn't have that many recordings. I think I might have all of them on vinyl at least. Did you know him? Yeah, this was recorded live in London 50 years ago, December 1974. All compositions Steve Lacy, because this is composed. Yeah, David Thomas. There's 5 tracks on this. It's like a 45-minute long album. It's really good. Like everything, this is my favorite track, but there's only one track where Vice doesn't play, but so it actually kind of gives a sort of flow to the album. Like the track where he doesn't play though is pretty interesting, since they all play soprano. 4 soprano saxophones on the one track. I think it's probably the only time that ever happened, with Derek Bailey on guitar. Oh, actually, maybe not. Now something different. A record, a little house record. record that I missed when it was released, and for some reason, I don't think it got popular, but it was probably a very small pressing because I couldn't find it for like 10 years, more than 10 years, until recently. It's a band I don't know much. I don't even know how to say the name of the band, as you'll see in a second. What's interesting on that record is how some synthesizers feel like flutes. And the whole thing, it feels almost like it could have been played live. So this is the name of the band. Two Triangles from 2013 on Fourth Wave. So that didn't help to find a copy of it either. Hello, monsieur. Well, glad to oblige, Sylvia. I have two other EPs. I have the third one. This is the second one. The second one is decent. The first one is nothing to talk about, if I remember correctly. But this one has 6 tracks, and yeah, this is the one that triggered me, I guess, back then. But there's all the good stuff on this. Yeah. I just love the serpentine sort of melody, even if it's kind of like squarey. Fourth Wave, Dylan. Their 8th release. And this is a record I bought with the intention of putting it in the mix, like a sort of warm-up mix. But who knows, maybe I'll find some other use for it. Skyway is the name of the EP for sure, yeah. Well, I said triangle, triangle. For those of you who like their ambient cheap and cosmic, literally cosmic. Yeah. This is the most clubby track on it, but try to find it nice online to get a better idea. Yeah, Delta, of course. Now I remember. Yeah, that's the name of the band. So as you can hear, not necessarily the best pressing. It's all right. It's the second copy I buy of this in 2 months. It's that cheap. I bought the CD in the 90s when it was released. You're welcome, Thomas. Hello. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I hope so. But I don't hold my hopes high, unfortunately. So this is SETI. SETI on Ash International. Literally conversations with the stars. Hello, Elliot.
All of these things make it a lot more difficult than having some nice little machine up in the air or buried under the ground or somewhere else.
So this is a pure, I don't even know if it's an ambient record. In a way it is, but it's something a little bit different. It's almost like a radio play. No, it is music. Sean, can you assist this? This is SETI. SETI. Hello, George. The CD version, the cover is the same except the typing is in orange, if I remember correctly. It's a very nice cover, by the way. Just impossible to read. Salut France Bizarre. Yeah, now walking home in the night with this in the ears, I would want to do that. No, it's on Ash International, which is a sub-label of Touch Records, the great British experimental music label. And it's a record you can find for less than $10. There's quite a few copies available, if I remember correctly. So it's basically just deep space music, literally, with like patchy intergalactic communication. Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately on CD. But yeah, I used to get all of them back then in the 90s, even early 2000s. The Touch Records is really one of the best labels of the 90s, I think. The guy who did that, he did a lot of other stuff. More, I guess, more on the dance floor side of things, and never really connected with it. But this I do. Ah, okay. Instinct licensed these records to the US. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Next, sort of little grail of mine, an album that I really love the track I'm going to play. I don't love the rest of the album as much. It's a great album. I'm picky. And it's the second and last album of this band that I really feel I need. And I really feel I needed these two albums. You can find reissues of them, but here's the original of it, which I think a lot of you will fall in love with. If you don't already know this. This has such a Hodior Shukai feel. British crowd pop. Oh, this is so beautiful. This makes me want to cry. Yeah, Lisa. In the 80s, I have a bunch of these, but yeah, it was indeed a cassette label at first. Touch Records. So anyone knows what that is? Second album of Wu. The two Ives brothers. This was released first. Well, sometimes in the 80s, obviously. I think this was reissued on Drag City. very nice cheap copy I managed to snag of this. I guess this picture of theirs is kind of like fitting with the music. I played another one of theirs, their first one, Stefan, which I think is a stronger album in the globality, but that song, salut Fred. It's cozy inside. It literally feels like a Roller Shukai title and the music. I just want to hear him sing about perfume and swimming pools. So Fred, do you share my feelings about the Cure album? Sort of like a bad Nine Inch Nails album mixed with U2. Next is an album I've been after since the 90s. I missed it back then, no internet. And when the internet arrived, that album was so cheap, no one wanted it, so it was never a priority. And you know the story, right? One day, it's not cheap anymore. And you're like hitting yourself on the head, like why was I so lazy? Like the good records, when they're cheap, get them then. They might not always be like that, especially for independent labels. Well, good for you, Fred. My curiosity got the best of me. All right. Oh well, that can happen, but not always, thankfully. Like the record I'll play soon, I hyped it when it was released, and it seems no one really cared, so I'll do a sort of piqûre de rappel. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. That sounds to me like a bad Nine Inch Nails crossover with U2. I thought it was terrible. No, Ben. Still looking for a copy at a decent price, which I think will happen eventually, because they did press 1,000 copies of it. Enculé. So this is a sort of techno band, not totally techno, but from the 90s, Hi-Ryze, Sodium. So this is that record that for the longest time you could get it for like $10, maybe even less, double LP. It's not the case anymore. Released on the GPR label, which we're gonna talk a little more about. One of the great great British techno labels of the 90s. But techno electronica, because they did a lot of albums. They released the first albums of Black Dog, Beaumont Tenant, Seventh Plane, and a bunch of others. And even though the rhythm on this it's all right, but it's all the rest around it that really creates this really, really cool atmosphere. Yeah, Jeffrey. Really? Well, I think it got down a little bit, Marius, though, the price on that one. It went quite high for a little while. I really like their EPs as well. I don't have them all, but yeah. But I'll show you next a cheap way to introduce yourself to that label. Thank you, Daniel. Happy I could be of help. And again, guys, the thumbs up, the thumbs down, the comments, and if you can, tip your DJ of the night. It's a little slow tonight about that, but people do what they can. I'm always appreciative of all of you. But we have a good crowd tonight. That's pretty cool. So now one of the absolute biggest names of British techno, in my opinion, with Dave Clark and Surgeon. Who could that be, huh? For those of you who know about British techno, what would be the biggest names in British techno? Historical. Oh, Jeffrey! Oh my god, he's on point, yeah. This is Luke Slater under his Seventh Plane guys on the Equanimity. So not Texturology. Texturology is the album by Beaumont Tenant, but this is a triple LP compilation featuring a lot of artists, including Beaumont Tenant, Diffuse, Roop, Ross Gabriel, Germ, Cherry Bomb, Max 404, and a bunch of others I don't know of. Oh, Steve Cooper was Waves. Thank you, Daniel. And yeah, who just left a tip in the coffee jar, the link in the description of the video. Merci beaucoup, Daniel. That's very, very cool of you. Oh, okay. That's cool. Let's go a little further up then, if we can, huh? People come and go, I guess. Yeah, so this is the GPR label is not really hyped, I think. And this one is totally underrated. It's not one of the albums, like the legendary albums of the label, but it still gives you a pretty good survey into like ambient techno for someone tell me if I'm wrong, but I think this is still pretty cheap. Russell, I think the two first ones are the ones to start with and maybe to stop with. The stuff they did after, it's nice, but I don't think it's nowhere near as good. Some will disagree with me, so make up your own mind. But really the first one, the very first one, I think is obviously and by far the strongest. Ah, okay, Marius, well, that's your prerogative. So Luke Slater here has done some wonderful club techno. Very hard, but always with a sense of music in it. This is his more abstract area, Seventh Plane. I've played it a few times, I think. Some of it is the most beautiful electronic music from the 90s, I believe. This is a track, a random track for a compilation, exclusive, but yeah. And these records, I'm pretty sure they will disappear eventually. One of the reasons is also that few took care of these records back then when they were released. Now, the cheapest record I got this week, the record I thought I was kind of like, this is probably not that good. Boy, was I wrong. And thank you, Manuel. Manuel Gocho. I think I see Sean also left. Maybe I was wrong. I thought it was Manuel, but it was Sean who left a tip in the coffee jar. maybe someone left in the PayPal jar. Oh well. I think Emmanuel got show anyways, but thank you, Sean. Okay, yeah, the Texturology album, yeah. So the record playing now, there was 2 records. It's kind of a series of 2. One is it's Hungarian music again, and the other one from that series is absolutely amazing. And so much so that when I heard this one a little bit on the internet, I was like, this is not nearly as good. And the other day I found it in the shop for like $5, and first 808 drum machine. Yes, absolutely, Christoph. Can be, Maria Sebastian, I love almost everything she's done. I have so many records with her. I love her voice. But this features Roland Jupiter 8, Roland TR 808. Bunch of Hungarian traditional instruments. So this is music for New Year Eve, for the Nativity. Like the tracks are called like Apocryphe, Bethlehem. This track is called Bethlehem, Bethlehem. Yeah, John, that was on the compilation Equanimity. Equanimity. Ça arrive, t'inquiète, t'es pas le seul. Man, God, I found that in a shop I never go to in Stockholm, and when I entered it, the guy was like, "What are you looking for?" And when I told him, he was like, "Yeah, sorry, I don't think I." And I told him, "Well, you never know until you look, right?" Yeah, he said, "Fair enough." And I found these 2 Hungarian records, the one I played earlier and this one, which have nothing to do with each other. The melody of her singing, I absolutely adore. That's what makes a track for me. Because I guess there's a lot of records in Stockholm, and in Stockholm most people are looking for the same thing at the same time. There's sometimes a little bit of a sort of a cheap mentality, maybe. But this had probably been laying in the racks for 30 years or so. So it was priced 60 Swedish crowns, which is 5 euros. Let me play something else from this. Because this is really a beautiful record. Yeah, this is stunningly beautiful. I think I discussed that record with my friend, our friend Alex, Diamond Marimba. I think he bought it, probably after I put all these records on the map, and I was not sure about it, and he told me, nah, it's not that good, and he sold it actually, if I remember correctly. But ouais, France Bizarre. Mais France Bizarre, here, just follow this link. This is it, and you can find this record for less than 5 euros. Less than 5. There are copies on Discogs for like $3 or so. But did you get this one or the other one, Sean? Because I mentioned the other one, I think. Unless I'm confused. Which is always apropos in this channel. I thought so as well. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's the wrong one in the cover. Because, or maybe I entered the wrong one in my collection before. I am. Well, one mystery for me to figure out. Yeah. Well, I thought so too when I was playing it, but you know, sometimes there are so many records. So I probably have the other one as well then. Or I just clicked on I have on the wrong one the previous time. my archivist, Magic Berber 05. To my defense, I literally just got it today. Not that I need any defense, but salut Billy, but you were here at the very beginning, huh? Where were you? So Daniel, yeah, huh? I don't know if I would enjoy that, but of course I would love to interview Nurse's Wound. I would really like to interview like Mantronic, Curtis Mantronics. That would be an interesting one. Probably there's a lot of good competition in the past few years, but probably the best drummer around in my opinion. This is Will Guthrie. One of my favorite albums of 2 years ago, I think. People Pleaser Part 2. Insane record. Salut Tonton Boto. Yeah, that's the problem. That's why I'm kind of like, I was saying I'm not sure I would enjoy it. And yeah, that's a good question, John. Very good question. Next one is for Sean, by the way. Billy Spleen and his aphorisms, hein? Les aphorismes de Billy. I could play more from that Will Guthrie record. It's just that good, but I played it when it was released, and I don't think people really noticed how good that one is. Or so I think. So this is As One, remixed by Urban Tribe. Urban Tribe, which, if I remember correctly, is actually Carl Craig. One of the best remix albums of the 90s, in my opinion. Reflections on Reflections. You have Belle, which would later be known as Played. Max 44, Carl Craig, B12, Terrace, which is Stefan Roberts, Auto Creation, which is who are affiliates to Seafield, Russ Gabriel, Urban Tribe, Elegy, which is Elegy might be as well as one as well. Scanner. I know Urban Tribe is not Carl Craig, but there's also a remix by Carl Craig and Urban Tribe together. 1995 on New Electronica. As one is Kirk the Giorgio, obviously, for those who don't know. I'm not a fan of it, Marcos. It's a good record. It's a very interesting record, but I didn't connect with it. So, Detroit techno by way of England. Lovely. Yeah, it's surprisingly affordable, and considering where your interest lies in Detroit techno, Sean, I think this is a no-brainer. It's weird that it's still so cheap. Yeah. I don't think it will be forever that way. The talent in this, if you're into this like ambient techno, is like insane. Now some techno, non-techno. It's not techno at all. Someone will know this very soon. This is from New York, I believe, but 1981. Yeah, New York. I hadn't played this in a long time. I was considering playing it last Saturday on my DJ stream. Yeah. An expensive stream tonight for you, Sean, no? Maybe.
Music bringing back a memory, becomes the time stops. Another treasury. I say, oh my, I say, what a shame. I say, what did I do? I say, who's to blame? I say, I love to you and
Blue Jean Tyranny on piano here.
I say, I'll do it again. I love to you more than you could ever believe.
Robert Ashley. The Lessons from Perfect Lives. Private Parts. On the amazing, lovely label. I've had that record for 20, 25 years. Still love it as the first day.
Another treasury. I say, oh my. I say, what a shame. I say, what did I do? I say, who's to blame? I say, I loved you whenever I call your name. I say, I would do it again. I loved you more than you could ever
Comments.
believe.
And tipping if you can. Especially right before Den Bosch, even if you guys were like ace last week already. Mais non, Claude. C'est la vie. C'est la vie, ça. Robert Ashley, he has like a 5-6 LPs out back then on the Lovely record. He has an opera. That is actually pretty good. And I think he has an album on the Cramps label. Not my favorite though, even if I love the label. Cramps label in Italy. Yeah, it's one of her better ones, and we'll soon hear more about it. Absolutely, Claude, but not this one. I already have it. Thank you, Marcos, for leaving a tip in the coffee jar. I love this part, when the piano gets really crazy. More DJing, Marcos wants. Well, I heard nothing of the sort, William, but who knows? Lisa, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with this, right? Salut, Radio Gnome. Oh, Grandad Udis, wow. I didn't realize, but hope that was fun. I don't remember that record exactly. I'm not sure it's the track I liked on this. Might be. Starts well. Wow. Wow. My God, Marius, don't say stuff like that. Thank you, Christophe. So this is Kincaid. Strange little record from maybe 5 years ago or something like that. Really good drum programming. There's a lot of bass drums. But there's one on track on this. I need to revisit this to find out exactly. Okay. all right, Marius. That's something one has to go through in life, I guess, to understand it. Oh, okay. Maybe share it, Sean. But yes, so next week, as I was explaining at the beginning of the stream, for those who haven't realized already, we won't be doing the regular Friday live stream. Maybe I'll do something. I'm not sure. We'll see. Depend how socially taken I am by all the people in Den Bosch I will meet. But I hope you forgive my absence for a week. I'll try to do something. I don't know exactly what, how, and when, but there'll probably be a few things uploaded on the channel around then. Maybe I'll do some live stuff during the fair, at the fair. Who knows? We'll see. But until then, I hope tonight you had fun, that you discovered a few things, and that you want to tell or to not tell your your banker about. Well, I didn't play that much like expensive stuff tonight. Very little, I would say. Next one to conclude is a cheap record as well, I think. Of course, I didn't check, but this is nice. And thank you, Rolf, for concluding. Maybe you're not the one who's concluding, but leaving so far the last tip of the evening. Very nice indeed. Tonight, so far we had who did we have? We had the Gidget, John Levinson, Rich, Russell, Robin, Daniel, Sean the Vinyl Dreamscape, Marcos, and Rolf. Let me double check just quickly if we got something directly from PayPal. I don't think so. So that was a little slower than usual, but considering what we did last Saturday, it's totally understandable. Thank you, Tembo Boto. Merci. Thank you, everyone. Oh, and the amazing Andrew Lukoff coming at the last hour. But the last hour deserves that last track that I might have played a couple of years ago before. So Andrew Lukoff, Rolf, Marcos, Sean, Daniel, Robin, Russell, Rich, John Levinson, Gidget, and everyone else, Lisa, Radio Gnome, who else? The Dirks and the Dirks, Mr. Zosh, Claude, Steven, Christopher who helped a lot the show tonight in different ways, Marius, Steve, Raph, thank you for your closing. Probably the tipping jar tonight. It's still open for everyone who wants, but but we're finishing out with an old pal of mine, French guy, Debris. Debris, which is a play on word with the word debris, from the Hi-Ryze. I think it's his third album from the Hi-Ryze. So sort of like a between hip-hop, bass music, and well, not your typical old world Europe. Hello, Christopher, and good night, Christopher. Merci, Jack and Roll. John. If you say so, I'll believe you. See you in Den Bosch, Mr. Zosh. And everyone who's watching this a little after the fact, but before Den Bosch, leave me a comment if you're going there. We'll have fun, and we'll come back poorer but richer, hopefully. Hello, Paul. You literally arrive at the last hour, huh? Peace, Croydon. See you, hopefully, if I come to London. Marius, I think this is for you, right? Yeah. Thank you, Dovoren, sorry. Merci. Goodbye, bonne nuit, bye bye, papaye.